Okay, why did I change my YouTube channel name? Here's the deal. I have asked for many years myself, what do I want to name it? And I do like for the different names. I've changed it. I don't like changing it all the time because people are like, what are you doing? And that's weird. And it is weird. Like, you shouldn't change your YouTube name all the time. But when I'm trying to be creative, I try to think of something that's cute, but also inspirational. And I know right now that little sweet pea is cute, and I've loved the name. I really, really have. I mean, sorry, my nose itches. Every time I film. I feel like, anyway. But Team Ashley, why? You want to know. I have so many supportive people around me in my life that have helped me and that still continue to help me, who are there for me through my struggles, through my everything. Sorry, my arm gets tired if the camera isn't correctly all the way. I have so many people who are always there for me, and if it wasn't for my team, literally, my village, my team, I don't know where I would be today. So I'm so grateful. So that's why I changed my YouTube name to Team Ashley. So I don't feel like, I do think I have challenges with being blind, but I feel like there's a difference in a challenge and a struggle. So one big struggle that I've always had being legally blind is crossing streets. And I used to be really, really afraid to do it. I'm not afraid to do that now. It's hard because I also have hearing loss, and it's just really genuinely difficult and hard because I'm trying to hear cars, and then I don't see in the sunlight, so I don't have any vision really. Sometimes the sun isn't down all the way on my face, and I squint so I can try to see where I'm going. So it's not something that makes me as anxious as it used to, because I do have glasses and I do have more confidence. I don't want that to come across as if you're completely blind, you cannot have confidence. That is not what I mean. The reason I'm sharing this is because not only am I blind, I do have hearing impairment too. So I can't always tell if the cars are going to go straight or if they're going to turn on the street that I'm crossing. And so that's a little uncomfortable for me. So what I do now, I don't ever say I'm not able to do this. I don't. But I definitely feel comfortable crossing streets with other people. I will use my cane. I don't always have to, use sighted guide. I'm okay with that. But as long as I have someone around me, for me, it's just a safety thing, and it's not a blindness safety thing. It's really kind of hard for me to explain because I know it can come across as like, oh, it's because you can't see, so you want people around you. First of all, I don't think it's wrong for someone to feel that way, because I do want to be very gentle with the content of that. But for me, it's really not. I have so many medical issues that, you guys, I really do. I'm obviously mentally the age that I am, but people don't know that. People do not know that. And so, like, I just feel comfortable having others with me while I cross the street, but knowing that I can still do it makes me feel very confident. And I may veer. I mean, the thumb of rule for blindness is we all veer when we cross streets. Like, it's awesome. Okay, I'm not saying you always will. I'm just saying it is a common thing, but as long as you can correct it, it's okay. So there are times I do and there are times I don't, but I don't see good outside, but I can figure it out. And that's what I like. Is it awkward? Yeah, because like the person that's with you stand there watching you like, girl, the sidewalk is right there. And I'm just like trying to find it with my cane, like, yeah, where's the sidewalk? But I just wanted that to be relatable to other people. So I'm not scared to cross streets. It's just a struggle for me because it's like a complex struggle for me. But I do feel more confident, and I'm very, very, very thankful that I have those skills because I had one of the best O&M instructors, orientation and mobility, if you don't know what that means, growing up, and she's amazing, and I love her so much. Okay, so I also wanted to say, this is just a day of like talking about stuff, I also wanted to say that, first of all, I don't film for memories. I know and I'm not, okay, I don't want this to come across as like harsh or judgmental. I will never understand this though. I know there's a lot of creators out there who say they film for memories and they do YouTube for memories. And that's okay. Like I don't want to like take away from maybe they have different ideas and different, moments and family stuff, of course. And so, but here's what I will say. I never, ever, ever film to post on YouTube for memories. I can have family and friend memories off of YouTube. I can have videos and photos just for me and my family, and me and my family and my friends, and my boyfriend and whoever. But I don't have to have the memories on YouTube for them to be memories, if that makes sense. What I will say is I do YouTube to share my story and how we do life with me having such an interesting, like rare kind of syndrome. Not every is that a word? Not every symptom or whatever I have is a rare thing. There's a lot of people with certain, different disabilities and stuff. But I have, like it's not completely rare to have like someone with dwarfism. But I do not have like, I don't want to speak for all people with dwarfism, but like I don't have like achondroplasia or like the type that you would see on TV or maybe one of the most popular types. What they're calling it is I have little person syndrome. And with that, mentally, obviously, I am my age. But physically, my body does not react to adult things. My body doesn't. And we've even tried certain things. And I'm only sharing this just for, I guess, educational, informational, something like that. So for example, when you see me filling up a baby syringe of Tylenol for a headache that I had earlier today, I already know how to do that because of my blindness, or with my blindness, I should say. I already know how to do that, but I'm learning now how to do it visually. So like I can't see the yellow, I can see the black line, and one thing I'm trying to work on, it depends on what glasses I have. Today it's really warm, so I have on my dark red glasses. But one thing is I don't have depth perception with my vision, so like I can't always tell. Like I can see the black line, but is the medicine there? So I kind of have to work extra hard on that. And so I'm just saying like that's a thing that like I'm so happy that I know how to do, and it's a great challenge when I can try to figure out, and you know what, if it's not right on the dot, then I'm still learning, and that's okay with me too. So I just kind of want to explain that, like no matter what your blindness situation is, always try. Always, always, always try. The one thing I've learned is whether you are legally blind, visually impaired, or completely blind, you're not gonna obviously have all of the same challenges, but I think at one point in time, we all question, are we doing this the right way? But I also want to say that I want to speak for visually impaired people at this point. I am legally blind. I am 2400 with glasses, so I'm pretty blind. I'm so thankful. I am super thankful, but I also want to say that I have learned through the past couple years, even for me, like obviously I do not mind speaking up for completely blind people. I always will. I think that is so important to me. Obviously, that's like my life. But one thing I've also learned with being visually impaired and legally blind is that I'm gonna question stuff too, and that's okay. I'm not gonna see every detail. There's a lot of scarring on my eyes. One day I'll do a video on that, but not today. I am not going to see every detail of everything. So like I can see people in the room and I may know by their, by kind of what they look like, who they are. But I'm not going to see every detail. I don't see color. I'm not going to, I see enough to do what I need to do. But I just think it's really interesting to know that, hey, I question things too that I can't see, and that is totally okay. But I'm very happy and I'm super, super thankful.